Welcome back. Here we are traveling the world of Nosgoth, and Kane has made his way to Nupraptor's hideaway. This is the first of the Pillar Guardians that we are going to have to take out. That's a picture of him there. Oh, jeez. Dude sewed his eyes and his mouth shut after the death of Ariel. Some people just can't take loss, and this dude seriously flipped his shit. Oh, pain, pain, pain.
The mentalist Nupraptor was renowned through Nosgoth for his tricks of the mind, telepathy, and telekinesis. Pilgrims traveled from all across the land seeking the comfort of his lies. I sought not his wisdom, but his life.
Of course, the reason why we need to kill him is because, well, he's an evil son of a bitch who went and cursed the other members of the Circle of Nine, and well, they're all become corrupted, and it's because of him. Now, he is as insane as well, but they've all been gone nuts, basically. But they've all gone nuts for different reasons. For example, Nupraptor lost his mind after Ariel was killed. And he suspected that it was somebody in the circle that was actually responsible for it. And as a result of that, he went and has gone and commit the atrocity of cursing the Circle Guard, the Pillar Guardians, to sort of this insanity. Of course, the actual reason why Ariel was killed, not really been revealed. All we know is she was murdered sometime before the start of the game. And he went insane. Now, even though Nupraptor is our first target, and he was the one that went and caused the curse to begin with, killing him is not actually going to lift the curse in any way. We actually do need to go and kill all of the Pillar Guardians, or else this whole journey is pointless. Someone's talking. There we go. Just want to make sure the entire area is lit so I'm not running around in the dark like some kind of idiot. I'm gonna take damage, regardless of what I do. Fortunately, in this dungeon, there's plenty of people chained to the walls that we can feed on. Oh, that looks dangerous. Speaking of which, now a lot of people, back a long time ago, before he went insane, this Nupraptor guy was a renowned sorcerer or something like that, who went and, or maybe like a mystic, I don't know what the proper terminology would be. But a lot of people had gone and made pilgrimages to his place here in order to gain his wisdom or watch him do magic tricks or something. I don't frickin' know. But apparently everybody who's been showing up has not really turned out too well for them. Just like this guy that was chained to the wall, just waiting for someone to come by and cut their heads off or suck their blood out.
You dare intrude upon my sanctuary? Can I not mourn in peace? Leave and let my solitude be complete.
Okay, he knows we're here now.
Bay Victor!
Bunch of guys running around here, some sort of like mages or something like that, casting magic. They're capable of attacking at a fairly long range, out of our range, but whenever you hit them with a sword, they get staggered. So, as long as you count the number of sword strikes you deliver, you should be able to not only kill them, but get their blood too. Here we have another puzzle about which chains to pull in order to open up the door. I think those two are the ones we need. Oh, took a hit. Looks like a lot of these people were just killed outright. They weren't chained against the wall. Okay, that wasn't the proper. Oh, jeez, that wasn't the proper one. I think it might maybe just be the one in the middle. Oh, I'm taking a lot of hits. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna have to suck that dude's blood out when I go back. Nope, still locked. Process of elimination. Okay, that did it. No, for sure, because I heard the noise this time. After Ariel's death, that crazy fuck went and sewed his eyes shut and his mouth shut to sort of shut out the outside world. Kind of like an extreme thing there. They had this really horrific animation showing like a 3D head of his with like a sewing needle actually doing the job. Really, really weird. I wonder if these people are like under some sort of mind control, or if they're just willingly working for that crazy frickin' bastard. Oh, took the hit anyway. Oh, I'm not a kind sir, and I'm not going to help you. Remember, lightning can throw switches.
I came upon one of Nupraptor's serving girls, catatonic with fear, choking out half words through bloodied, broken teeth. Although tempted by hunger, I stayed my hand, allowing her to tell her story. She spoke of her lord Nupraptor, driven to insanity by the brutal slaying of his beloved Ariel. She spoke of his self-mutilation, sewing his eyes and lips shut to deny the outside world. Fueled by despair and hopelessness, he turned his magic on the circle, infecting their minds with his madness. Nupraptor cared for nothing now, save his pathetic self-pity. Scars such as hers.
Oh, jeez. I guess one of the things, I mean, the story itself is somewhat, I don't want to use the word vague or simplistic or anything, but, I mean, the later games in the series were definitely more complex in the way that the story unfolded and all that kind of crap. But, these things are never going to stop, so just move. But, definitely one of the things that really works to the advantage of this game, especially the story of this game, is the voice actor who played as Cain, the Simon Templeman guy. A very good voice actor, especially in the early 90s when this came out. It was a time when voice acting in games wasn't too common, and when it did exist, it sucked. Play Resident Evil if you don't believe me.
The cretin squandered life and left it seeping on the floor. Such waste was a travesty. Perhaps Nupraptor needed to be taught a lesson as to the value of blood.
The form in which his dialogue comes across, or it's not dialogue, it's actually monologue. The form that his monologue comes across is very, almost like a novel in the way that it sounds when it's spoken aloud. And that's not really something I typically experience in a video game. And it definitely goes along with the idea that they made this game not for children, which was, up until that point, really the main market for video games, but for the idea of like this is an adult game here, and that really pushes the point across. Plus, I mean, even though he doesn't really deliver the dialogue in any really dry way. It's really good. I gotta applaud them on how they push the monologue and all that. Okay, this room here is a room with 4 puzzles, 1 in each corner, and you gotta go. I keep hitting the wrong button there. And you gotta go complete the 4 different puzzles. Some of them involve enemies you have to fight. Other ones are just simple puzzles you have to complete. But you gotta complete all 4 in order to get through. This one, I just gotta kill these guys. I don't know what they're supposed to be. Zombies or something. Hell, I don't know. Now I'm through. See how simple that was? That puzzle is now complete. And the torch is lit. So let's go down here. And... Okay, I remember this one. This one's a little more annoying. What you gotta do is follow the lights moving across, and as you move, you gotta find the switch on the floor, which will turn on the light in the next area. See, there it is. There it is. You just do this. If you wander off the edge, you just get taken back to where you started. Puzzles in games, or especially these adventure games, action-adventure games, can oftentimes seem a little bit out of place, but I guess in the madness of Nupraptor's last few years, he may have gone and done a lot of weird stuff in his castle before Cain arrived. So I guess you can get a little bit of a storyline explanation for why everything is the way that it is. And, okay, there we go. Oh, get some blood. 2 torches out of the 4 lit. None of these are particularly difficult. Oh, actually, you know what? This may be the toughest one. Okay. You gotta hit the switches, and then you gotta wolf yourself over to these different watch out for the fireballs, all that, blah blah blah. Shit. Excellent. Blood, that's what we need. And magic. There we go. Okay, that was probably the toughest one. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, runes. Nice. Very nice. More magic, more magic. Everyone loves magic. Oh, this is another simple puzzle. Where you have to figure out a way to get from room to room.
When conjured, the energy bank permits me access to mass amounts of magical energy for a brief period of time. However, when the moment passes, I will be drained of all magic, unable to cast even the simplest of spells.
Just a bunch of simple, you hit this door to open this door and blah blah blah. I don't know if these guys will ever stop, so just drink your fill and move on. Oh, maybe they will stop. Okay, this puzzle's complete now. And the door is open. Okay, here we go. I don't think this door will open until we've gone and done something down here.
Victor!
Oh, look. Now, remember that the castle that we're up at, the retreat, they called it, is shaped like a skull, so we wandered into the mouth. There we go. Ooh, very nice. Nothing like a room full of goodies. It just occurs to me that Cain had referred to that girl that he found tied up as being scarred for life, essentially. The wounds would never heal, all that kind of stuff. And death would be like a mercy. And I didn't kill her. I left the room. You gotta go down here to open that door. I think there might be some enemies here. Blood vial. It's the land of Nosgoth. Now we have to run over to this other side, although down inside of the nose we'll find a nice new item.
Should this object strike an enemy, rot and decay would instantly eat their flesh and leave only a pool of blood and tissue. For a time after, the toxins are still active and therefore lethal to the touch.
I just love the magic in this game. It's so brutal.
From the depths of the retreat.
Ha! Very nice. Sounds like a real ass. But anyway, the land of Nosgoth is in fact very corrupt. It's not just that. It probably wasn't really an illusion so much as like a mirror into seeing what the land was, sort of the corruption eating at it. And the corruption is in fact Nupraptor's doing. Funny how he builds himself a way of seeing inside of that, considering he was the reason for it. Oh, Heart of Darkness. Magic. With more items, we're getting higher and higher up into the skull. Save point. Let me do this. Actually, I haven't saved up until this point. Yeah. Oh no, don't do that. I don't know what's saved on those other save points. Let's try the second memory card. Oh my god, the memory card system back in horrible now that I think about it. I mean, the game came in, and although I could take like the memory card over to a friend's house or something, so I'm doing my save rather than bringing the entire game over or something like that. But in the end, it's I love the screams. In the end, it was really a pain in the ass, especially since you can only save 15 blocks per card.
So, Malik, have you come to fail the circle once more? Leave, Paladin. I do not need your protection. Come, Cain. Come, share my pain.
Whoa.
So, this was the mentalist Nupraptor, this broken, pathetic little man. Yet crippled as he was, he would not yield without battle. Very well, old fool. If it is death you seek, I will not deny you.
Okay, Nupraptor was... When we ran into him, we saw him standing next to Malik. And if you remember Malik from the beginning of the game, he was the knight, the Sarafan knight, that was charged with the defense of the Circle of Nine. When that vampire in the opening cinematic charged in and killed all those Circle members, Malik was sent to blame for it, saying that he failed the Circle and he was basically rid of his body and was essentially turned into that suit of armor, basically, sort of like a spirit occupying that suit of armor. And that, a hell of a horrible fate, I guess. Oh, Nupraptor's dead.
Perhaps the head of her beloved will convince Ariel that I have accomplished my task.
Oh, he's dead. Excellent. And that, well, Nupraptor sent Malik away saying that he failed the council before. He'll fail again. Come to fail the council again. And that was obviously a mistake, since he's now dead as well. Although you have to wonder how much of Nupraptor had remained a person who really wanted to live, or a person who was really just looking for a way to die.
The mace is amongst my most useful of weapons, for it merely stuns my victims, allowing me ample time to feed.
Remember how I bitched on and on about how the sword had a tendency to kill your opponents before you had a chance to
the mace is amongst
kill your opponents before you had a chance to suck out their blood. The mace will never kill your opponent. It will just stun them, allowing you to suck out their blood. It'll also break down these obstacles that we've been finding recently. So it's an incredibly useful weapon. I'm going to be using this for the most part more than the sword. Blood. Okay, there we go. And, well, that did it. That's going to be the end of this episode. At 22 minutes, I killed the first Pillar Guardian, got an awesome new weapon, and I'm shooting lightning all over the place. All in all, pretty good day, I have to say.